3, Governor Brian Kemp taking aim at Democrats against the state's new election law. Here he was just a couple of hours ago on Fox News.
Of course, the other side, they don't care what's in the bill. This narrative has been thought out long before they even knew what was going to be in the final version. And if you look at the debate that's happened over the last several weeks, you know, their narrative has changed of what they were against and what they're now against.
The controversy is tonight's top story. There are calls to boycott Georgia-based companies like Home Depot and Delta Airlines. Meanwhile, civil rights and advocacy groups have filed federal lawsuits calling it voter suppression. Another part of the argument is the cost of implementing it. 11 Alive's Hope Ford reports on the back and forth over the cost and where the money will come from. Hope.
One of the things Democrats objected to when it comes to Georgia's new election law is that the bill was brought up without a fiscal note. A fiscal note is a written estimate of cost, saving, revenue gain, or loss that might result from a bill. By law, a fiscal note must be added to a bill if it would cost the state or local governments a combined $5 million or more. GOP leaders like bill sponsor Senator Mike Dugan believe it won't cost that much, so didn't include one.
If I can look at it and do the cost associated with each section of the bill and know it's not going to have a significant fiscal impact, why am I going to waste taxpayer dollars to do a fiscal note to say a fiscal note is not required?
Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger says it's not easy to crunch the numbers because of the different sizes of Georgia counties.
Probably would be tough to calculate right now.
But Marilyn Marks with Coalition for Good Governance says a glance at the new law shows counties will have a huge financial undertaking.
There is a multi-million-dollar expense that they're not talking about.
Marks says things like new security paper for ballots and cities and counties hiring security guards to watch empty drop boxes are just two items that could cost a lot of money. Dugan stands by the bill having limited cost increases.
Using a driver's license instead of a signature? That's not a fiscal impact.
But Mark says having a secure system in place to prevent someone from stealing someone else's identity could be costly.
When we think about 159 counties trying to install some type of new secure transmission, just the installation costs, the training costs are going to be very high.